Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hey fish fiends and aquarium junkies, welcome to Tabarak Aquatics. I am Ross and you're here in my fish room. In today's video we're going to be discussing this tank right here behind me. This is my Blackwater wild discus and Altum angelfish tank, and we're going to go through some things, just talk about little particulars, how I keep the water, how I do water changes, what I feed them, how I care for them, little things to pay attention to, and all that good stuff. So before we move forward, remember to like the video. Alright, before you finish this video, please like the video. Leave a comment if you have comments, if you have any questions. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I appreciate every little thing that you guys do, because it impacts my channel big and help the channel grow. Alright, so anyway, watch the entire video, please, and hold tight and enjoy the ride. Okay, this here is my Blackwater tank. I have 7 wild discus in here and 7 real Icona F1 Altum Angels in here, 4 Denison barbs. I have some Emperor Tetras, 3 bushy nose plecos, blue phantom pleco, and a green phantom pleco in this tank. So this is my first time keeping discus, and I'm keeping wild discus at that, and Altum angelfish. So we're going to go through how I take care of them and my progress and all that good stuff. So I started this journey about 15 months ago. It was a little more than a year that I started this journey, and along the way, I had a learning curve, to go through, and what I did is I just did as much research as possible, and I continue to do research and get pointers and advice and all that good stuff. And so I learned that I have to have special conditions as far as the water quality, the pH, the temperature, but also their diet, and just how to keep them comfortable and happy, help them grow and have a good healthy life. Lighting makes a difference, and how to bring out their best colors, and how to stay disease free, and if they do get some type of illness, what to do to fix it. And so we're going to go through what I've learned about how to take care of these fish. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how I feed them. Wild discus and Altum angel fish are specialty fish, so I feed them specialty foods. So I feed them foods from Scheller Aquatics. He make really good foods and medications and stuff like that. So check him out. He got a YouTube channel, Scheller Aquatics. So this is the lineup of foods that I feed them from Scheller Aquatics. Now all of these foods are freshly made by Scheller Aquatics. I feed them the freeze-dried black worms, the chlorella green, the grow and spawn worm flakes, and the optimal growth. All of them are fresh products from Scheller Aquatics and very good food. Now, water quality. Of course, you have to pay attention to water quality when you're dealing with discus, but especially when you're dealing with wild-caught discus and you're doing a Blackwater tank. I use catappa leaves, mostly catappa leaves, almost exclusively catappa leaves actually, as far as creating my tannins, and stuff like that. I just like catappa leaves because they're not real dirty and messy. Of course, the leaves will disintegrate or whatever, and you can get the residual, detritus and stuff like that from it. But I stay on top of my water changes and stuff like that. Of course, with the tannins and everything, it softens your water and lowers your pH. And this pH is a little bit below 6. I need to recheck it and see exactly how low beneath 6 the pH is. I haven't tested it in quite some while because I keep the same habits. Every habit is the exact same as far as how I take care of these fish and how I do my water changes, and everything about what I do is the same regimen. And the fish are healthy, so I don't have any complaint about it. But one thing you have to pay attention to is that when you keeping a pH 6 and below, you have a different type of cycle as far as your ammonia, nitrates are concerned. Now you're doing ammonium, and it's a different type of cycle for that. All right, so let's talk water changing. What I do is I keep this plastic trash can filled with water. It's not a trash can, of course, it's my water reservoir. So I fill it up with water straight from the faucet, and I have an air stone in here continuously blowing off all of the or gassing off all of the chlorine and chemicals that come in out the faucet water. And I keep catappa leaves in here, and I keep replenishing the catappa leaves to keep the pH low and give me the black water effects that I'm looking for and trying to maintain. I also keep a heater in here plugged in to make sure that the temperature matches the temperature that's in the tank, so that when I do the water changes, I don't shock my fish at all. So in this way, I'm able to do water changes, also keeping the minerals and so forth from the faucet water, at the same time gassing off all of the chemicals without adding any safe or any extra chemicals as far as neutralizing the chlorine and chloramine. So I do this every 4 days, a water change. I use a python to empty out the tank, and I have a smaller pond pump that I place in here with a hose and replenish the water that I pull out, and that's how I do my water changes. Okay, let's discuss the occupants of the tank, the aesthetics, future plans, all that jazz. All right. So, firstly, in this tank, I have 5 green Tefe Discus. I have that one blue Heckle Discus on the left side. I have that so-called blue Royal Discus that was on the right or whatever. I say so-called because it was sold to me as a blue Royal, a wild blue Royal Discus. Just don't strike me as a wild blue Royal Discus, but it's beautiful nonetheless. And he's, one of the occupants in here. He get along, and they all settled in nicely. So I have 4 roseline sharks, and I have a number of emperor tetras, blue emperor tetras rather, and 4 pencil fish, and that one lonely black neon tetra. I have 2 albino bristlenose, 1 long fin lemon blue-eyed bristlenose, a blue phantom pleco, and a green phantom pleco, and a few autocinchlas. On the bottom, I have 14, I think it's either 14 or 16 stir-by corridors, and they are plump and fat. I have the 7 Rio Icona F1 Altum Angelfish in here. Now, I did have more plants in here, but like I said earlier, because of the tannins and the fact that the tannins kind of diffuse the light, and the low acidic pH water and the high temperature in the tank, not all plants can last or will do well with the low pH, the high tannins, the high temperature. Not all plants will do well, and the plants that were making it, you got the plecos that's chewing on the leaves and stuff like that. So in any case, I have terrestrial plants on the top with the roots coming down, and that seems to do the trick, and they do a good job of removing nitrates. Actually, the best plants to remove nitrates are terrestrial plants, because they have a different accessibility to the CO2, and they have a higher demand as far as the nitrates. So they're going to absorb more nitrates and more waste than your normal aquatic plants. Just fun fact. And I had a subscriber or a viewer who asked me a question a while back about my wild discus tank, and I wasn't able to get right back to her because I was really busy with work. And then when I try to find that comment so that I can respond to it, I couldn't find a comment. Maybe she took it down or something. I don't know. But I'm sorry if you're watching. I apologize for not getting right back to you. I was a bit busy, but I hope you are watching now so I can respond to it. She asked me about background color and how it affect the discus, especially the wild discus. And the answer to that is that if you have a really dark background and dark substrates, the discus, they're going to try their best to blend in with their environment, especially if they are uncomfortable or scared. So they will darken up on you and everything unless they get really comfortable with their environment and they don't feel a need to darken themselves to try to blend in. If you have really white sand and really light background, same thing. They're going to lighten up and go really pale or whatever. So what I found, because I used to have really dark, I used to have kind of darkish, medium dark substrate in there. So I took that dark substrate out and put in some light beige, natural looking sand that is play sand that I put in there. And I have the black background. So with the black dark background and the light colored sand, I was hoping to create that right balance right in the middle so that they can show more natural colors, not too dark and not too pale. That's what I was going for. However, like I said, the more comfortable they get in the tank, the longer they are in there, and the more comfortable they get, and the more they sort of take ownership of their environment, the more natural colors you'll see, and then they'll color up nicely for you. Like for instance, the one Tefe green discus that I had in there, the longest, is much more colorful than the rest of the green Tefe discus. If they get colors like that guy, I would be very, very happy. Not that guy right there. I'll shout him out when I see him come across the screen. It's that guy right there in the center, that guy. See how beautiful his colors are. If the rest of them can get colors like that, I will be a very happy camper. This is a good look at my long fin lemon blue-eyed bristlenose pleco right there. And down here in the crevice, you can see my blue phantom pleco down there. Here's a better look at my green phantom pleco. Look at him. He's beautiful. Look like a string bean or something like that. But that's my beautiful green phantom pleco. Look, he have that high dorsal fin and beautiful coloration. And right there on the wood, that's a closer look at my blue phantom pleco. And yes, they are different. It's believed by a lot of people that they are the same fish, just different catch locations. But there are other subtle differences. I'm not going to go into it, but this is a rarity to see both of them hanging out at the same time in close proximity. And they're the plants that these guys been chewing on. They've been doing a number on my plants, but I'm not mad. I really, if you get a Blackwater tank, trust and believe that the blue phantom and the green phantom, for some strange reason, they go well in a Blackwater tank. Yeah, it don't affect their health at all. Here's a look at my one of my albino. That's my female albino bristlenose pleco, and I believe I have two more. I know I have a large male. I believe I have a total of 3 albino bristlenose plecos in here, along with that lemon blue-eyed longfin bristlenose in here. They look good in here. So immediate future plans. In the immediate, I have in this quarantine tank a total of 30. I have 15 blue emperor tetras and 15 standard emperor tetras in here that I'm growing out, quarantining growing out. They should be coming out really soon. They just about ready, but I just want to make sure that they're nice and clean before I put them in that tank. I'm considering getting a few more, but I am also considering getting possibly 3 more Denison barbs. I know that it messes up the biotope thing, but Denison barbs, roseline sharks, they just look good in a tank full of discus, especially the wild discus, you know. So you guys let me know what you think about that. So we're going to do a quick feeding of some freeze-dried blackworms and some worm flakes So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put in these earthworm flakes and this freeze-dried black worms. As you can see, they waste no time getting to it. This is food from Sheller Aquatics. They really like the other food that I feed them as well, the Optimal Growth. They really love that. But if you guys aren't familiar with Sheller Aquatics, check out his website and check out his YouTube channel, Sheller Aquatics. Good quality food. He also make medications and stuff like that. But you guys can see I have very healthy, colorful fish. I haven't had any illnesses in this tank in more than 6 months or whatever. I would say probably almost a year, really. But quality food gives you quality results. All right, y'all. With that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And please, if you have any comments, suggestions, um, any advice or anything like that, please leave it in the comments section. I greatly appreciate it. I do watch the comments and respond to them as much as possible. Please leave a like. Absolutely leave a like. I hope that you like the video. If you like it, please like it. And those of you who haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and please hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. And until next time, y'all, happy fish keeping. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you in the next one.